Hi everybody, thanks for watching Access Hockey MI. Today we're talking about Filip Zadina. He was drafted in the first round, number 6 overall in 2018 by the Detroit Red Wings. And Rachel, why don't you tell them what we're going to talk about?
We're going to do like a midterm report card type dealy with Zadina. Being that we've been in Grand Rapids and we've been watching him this season, we decided to kind of view his game, his points, and kind of dissect from there how he's been doing, in our opinion.
So today we're going to talk about the improvements he needs to make and what he's got going for him. So overall, he's not ready for the NHL yet.
Unpopular opinion.
In our opinion, he's not ready yet for the NHL. We're going to tell you why. So the first improvement that we think he needs to make is his strength and physicality. Mm-hmm. He's a small guy, and it's even smaller on the ice. It's hard for him to get those plays that we know he's capable of simply because he's overpowered by defense, by a bigger forward, almost immediately when he's trying to make a play.
And I would say, I mean, you can argue too that there's a lot of small guys in the NHL that make
an
impact.
We're not saying,
but he's got to build that up. If he's going to be small, he has to, 1, pack on weight, 2, figure out how to use his edges to stabilize himself.
Good example of this, Joe Hicketts is a small defenseman.
Smaller than Zadina.
Yeah, on the Grand Rapids Griffins team. But he is solid muscle, solid player. And I know that to be small, you have to be strong.
You have to compensate.
Because it's possible. You definitely can be in the NHL small. So that's not what we're saying. We're just saying he needs to get stronger to face NHL caliber guys.
The second thing would be his consistency. Now, he's a creative player. He has the ability to see a play and really want to make that happen. He's got that drive, but he's inconsistent with it. If he has a great play, he drives right through center, he sets it up, he gets it going. The very next shift, he's falling all over the place, and he has that ability to make it happen. Definitely. He just can't do it consistently. He lets those mistakes get at him.
Yeah, and that kind of goes into the third improvement that we think is his mental maturity. That's not saying, like someone coming out of middle school mental maturity. It's mental maturity in the face of players who are better. Sometimes, I mean, you play teams that are better. You play a player that is better. And it's not letting that get to you if you make a mistake. You have to pick it up. All of you know that. You have to pick it up. You have to be able to get to the next shift, drive it harder.
Just let it go.
And we've seen in Grand Rapids his inability at times to move past a mistake. And it affects the next shift. And
especially if it's something that has resulted, like a turnover or something like that. And granted, every player feels that. But it's been said, and I've heard it said, that that's one of the biggest things that he's got to work on is just mentally making sure that he can move past those mistakes and then get out there the next shift and perform.
Yeah, he's had multi-point games multiple times, and that shows, yes, he is a talented hockey player. So what he's got going for him, we'll move into that. One, his determination. I mean, when he tends to go up center a lot to try to get a play started, but he can see, and it works into the vision he's got on the ice. He knows the plays. He knows he can make a play. And that I think is going for him a lot.
Yeah, he's got that. I would call it a strength that though he isn't strong physically, that he's got the mental ability to go, you know what, I'm going to try it. I'm just going to go for it. So that's good. It can be reckless sometimes. And not a good time for it, where it's probably better to pass it out or try to set it up a little bit further back.
But puck hog is not.
It doesn't work.
It doesn't always work. I mean, you've got the Datsuk that we remember, Pavel Datsuk, who was able to go through center, deke all the guys, score the goal,
steal the puck.
But that didn't come immediately. So I think Filip Zadina has 22 points in 38 games, which shows he's working. He's getting there. He's not the leader in the team, but he is a contributor, and that's very important. That assists. So another thing he's got going for him is the skill and his skating as well. So he can make plays, he can score goals, he can skate very well. And I mean, that's why he was drafted number 1 in the round. So
we're good.
kick something over here. Yeah, but that's why he was number 6 overall, in first round. So he's got a lot going for him.
He's really smooth. And I think, he can obviously kind of, he tries to do, I think, the Datsukian style, where, you're trying to get real fancy with the footwork, and he's got really tight footwork. But again, because his physical strength isn't quite there yet, the smooth skating, that's going to be a huge asset in the next season or two, and he has to work on that. He has to work on not getting beat on the boards. Smooth skating doesn't matter when your face is pinned up against the board.
So basically we agree that development right now is where he should be in the AHL with the Griffins, and what a team to be with, what veterans to be around, to be trained by, and what guys just now coming out of their entry level this year. What a great way and a great place to be. And I think that, in time he's going to be ready, but I do think this development's necessary.
Yeah, I think with looking at this first half of the season and kind of we're into the second half, looking at playoff spots now, it's going to be really, really crucial for him to get that consistency and get that mental maturity just pinned down. Because
once he connects, I think he will be a force to be reckoned with. And you see it at times during games too. So, yeah, that's what we think about.
I'd say, what would you say is like the grade? Like if you had to grade,
I would say he's a B plus.
I was gonna say that too.
I would say a B plus. He's a great, like we've been saying, he's gonna be a great player.
Yeah,
I think he needs this development, and that's probably the unpopular opinion.
It's pretty unpopular, and nobody likes that kind of stuff, but, I mean, you want to be honest with it.
Yeah, so that's what we think. Let us know what you think. You can go to our website. We have a newsletter on our website. Keep your eye on that for Draft Watch. We're going to be starting a new
subscriber only.
Subscriber only. So make sure you subscribe to that newsletter. Subscribe to our channel. Share this video. Thanks so much for being with us and for listening to our opinion. Thanks. Bye.